Hello everyone! Welcome to Native Man Math Tutorial wherein you can find free mathematics Tagalog tutorial. The content of this video lesson is grade 9 mathematics under term 1, week 5 of the revised K-10 curriculum. And this is part 1 out of the lessons for week number 5. For today's video lesson, we're going to discuss graphing linear functions. So in graphing linear functions, there are four ways or there are four methods to graph linear function. One, using 2 points. Second, using x and y intercepts. Third, using slope and y-intercept. And number 4, using slope and a point. But before we discuss this lesson, if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe for more video lesson. So what are you waiting for? Let's begin. The learning competency of this lesson is graph a linear function and determine its A. Domain, B. Range, C. Intercepts, and D. Slope. Again, this is term 1, week 5 of the revised K-10 curriculum. And for the objectives, at the end of the session, you will be able to, number 1, identify the different ways in graphing linear function. Number 2, describe the steps in graphing linear function using 2 points, x and y intercepts, slope and y-intercept, and slope and a point. Number 3, draw the graph of linear function accurately. And number 4, determine the domain, range, intercepts, and slope of linear function. To start, let us define first or recall the definition of the graph of linear function. The graph of linear function is a straight line that shows how two variables change at a constant rate. Again, recall that the graph of a linear function can be rises from left to right, rises from right to left, and can be the graph is a horizontal line. Okay, so recall that if the graph is rises from left to right, the slope is positive. If right to left, the slope is negative. And if the line is horizontal, then that is zero slope. Okay, so let us scan the different four methods or four ways to graph linear function. First is by using 2 points. So here, to graph linear function using 2 points, you need to have 2 points from a given linear function. Okay, let us say we have negative 2, 3 and negative 5, negative 3. Using these 2 points, you can graph this in Cartesian plane. How about using x and y intercepts? You need to get the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Let us say your x-intercept is 5 and your y-intercept is 2. Now, using these x and y-intercepts, you can graph it in Cartesian plane. How about using slope and y-intercept? You need to get a slope from a linear function. Let us say m, slope is equal to 5 and the y-intercept is negative 6. So using this value or number of slope and y-intercept, you can graph this in Cartesian plane. And for the last one, slope and a point. Of course, you need one slope or the slope and 1 point. Okay. So how are you going to graph linear function using this given? Okay. And also, if the given is an equation of linear function, how you determine 2 points from this linear function, or how are you going to find or get the x and y intercept of this function, and also how to determine the slope and y-intercept of this function, or how to determine the slope and a point from this given linear function. Okay, I'm going to discuss it to you step by step how to determine and how to graph it in a Cartesian plane. Okay, so let us start graphing linear function. Graph linear function using 2 points. Okay, so how to graph linear function using 2 points? Okay, we have this example, letter A. Graph the function y is equal to 3x minus 2. So the given is a function or the given is equation. Now, how to derive 2 points from this given function? Okay, I'm going to use table of values for x and y para po medyo mas madali po nating maintindihan. Okay, so for the value of x, we are going to assume. Okay? So you're going to give value of x, then solve for the value of y. Now, in assuming or in giving value of x, you need to use a small number, such as, let us say, 0, 1, or 2, or can be -1, -2. Okay? So that if you're going to graph it on the Cartesian plane, your graph or the point is near the origin. Okay? So here, I choose for the value of x as 0 and 1. Now, we're going to solve for the value of y, okay, for x is equal to 0. Okay. So using the given equation, y is equal to 3x minus 2, substitute the value of x, which is 0. So 3x means 3 times x. So this time, x is 0. So 3 times 0, then copy, minus 2. And multiply, then subtract. 3 times 0 is equal to 0. And what is 0 minus 2? That is equal to -2. Okay. So the value of y when x 0 is -2. Okay, we are going to put it there, -2 for y. How about if x is equal to 1? What is the value of y here? So again, substitute in the given equation. Y is equal to 3x minus 2. Again, x is 1. So 3 times 1 minus 2. And multiply first. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 minus 2, that is equal to 1. So the value of y is 1 when x is equal to 1. Now, from these 2 points, we can graph this function or linear function in the Cartesian plane. Okay, so we're going to get the 2 points from the table. So our point 1 is 0, -2. And for point 2, this one, 1 and 1. Okay, so here, it's up to you which one is point 1 and which one is point 2. So for me, so point 1 is 0, -2, this one, and for point 2, 1, 1. Now, we are going to graph it on the Cartesian plane. In the Cartesian plane, again, as I recall, the horizontal is the x-axis and the vertical is the y-axis. Now, we're going to plot the point 1, 0, -2. Where is 0, -2? So the value of x is 0 and the value of y is -2. So x 0 and y is -2. Since negative, okay, down. So this is -2. So that is point 0, -2. How about the second point? 1, 1. X is 1 and y is 1. So from the origin, count to the right for x is 1 and then count 1 above because y is 1. So here, this is 1, 1. Okay, you are going to mark it. Okay, we have now 2 points. Point 0, -2 and point 1, 1. And then connect the 2 points. So if you're going to connect, then that line or straight line is the graph of the linear function y is equal to 3x minus 2. And let's determine the domain, range, and slope of the given linear function. So first, the domain. Domain is the values of x. Here in our equation or linear function, there is no restriction. Meaning to say, the values of x are the set of all real numbers. Okay, this symbol. And also for the range is the values of y. So y here is no restriction, meaning for the range, the set of all real numbers. And for the slope, m is equal to 3. So slope m is equal to 3. This equation or linear function is written in slope-intercept form. So 3 here is the slope. How about if you're going to determine the slope from the given graph? So here, we discussed this already in the previous discussion that in finding the slope given the line, all you have to do is use the rise over run. Rise meaning to say from one point you are going to count, okay, upward for rise 1, 2, 3 until the next level of the second point. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 the rise and then the run going to the right. Okay, 1. So 3 over 1 and 3 divided by 1 is 3. Now, since the run is going to the right, that is positive. So here, the slope is positive 3. Okay? Okay, so another example in graphing linear function using 2 points. Second example, graph the function 4x plus 2y is equal to 6. So this time, the given linear function is not written in slope-intercept form. Now, how to get 2 points from that given function? Again, we're going to use the table of values. So, for the first row, the x values, we are going to assume. Okay? So, in assuming the values of x, be sure that the number is too small. Okay? So that if you're going to graph on the Cartesian plane, it is near the point of origin. Okay, so I assume that the value of x is 1 and 2. Now, we're going to solve for the value of y. In solving for the value of y, we are going to write first this equation in slope-intercept form. Okay, so how? This 4x will be transferred here to the right side of equal sign by addition property of equality. Okay, so let's become 2y, this one. Then 4x, if you're going to move here, that will become negative 4x. And then you add positive 6, so that's why plus 6 here. And then solve for y because we want, in terms of y here, divide 2 to both sides of the equation. Why 2? Because the numerical coefficient of y here is 2. Then cancel 2. Okay, if you're going to cancel 2, then y is equal to negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2, and then the variable x, and then plus 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now, you have this equation, okay, that is derived from this given function. So, using this equation, we are going to solve for the value of y. So, if x is equal to 1, substitute here in the given equation, this will become y is equal to negative 2, then the value of x is 1, so negative 2 times 1, then copy plus 3 here. So multiply and then add. What is negative 2 times 1? That is negative 2 and then plus 3. And what is negative 2 plus 3? That is equal to positive 1. So here, the value of y is 1 when x is equal to 1. Okay. How about if x is equal to 2 here? So using again the formula, substitute x is equal to 2. So this will become negative 2 times 2 in the equation. And then copy plus 3. So multiply first negative 2 times 2. That is equal to negative 4. So negative 4 plus 3. That is equal to negative 1. So here, y is equal to negative 1 when x is equal to 2. So we have now 2 points. Point 1 is 1, 1, and point 2 is 2, negative 1. Now, we're going to plot it on the Cartesian plane. Again, we are going to derive the 2 points from the table of values. Point 1 is 1, 1. Okay, this one. And point 2, 2, negative 1. So, using these 2 points, we are going to plot it here and connect to form a line. First point, 1, 1. So, 1 is x and y is x. So, here, x is 1 and y is 1 going up. So here, that is point 1, 1. How about the second point? 2, negative 1. So from x-axis, count from origin, okay, 2 to the right and 1 down because that is negative, okay? So here is the point 2, negative 1. And then connect the 2 points to form a line. And that is the graph of the function 4x plus 2y is equal to 6, this one. Okay. Let's determine the domain, range, and slope of the given function. So the function has no restriction. Then for the domain or values of x, then x is the set of all real numbers. And the range, also no restriction. The range is y is the set of all real numbers. How about the slope? Slope is equal to negative 2. From the given graph, we can determine the slope. So how? Okay, again, we use the rise over run. So these are the 2 points. So for rise, count upward 1, 2. Okay, that is the level of the second point. So 1, 2 is the rise and then 1 is the run. So this will become 2 divided by 1 is 2. But the run is going to the left. That's why the slope is negative. Okay? So here, another one, since we rewrite the function 4x plus 2y is equal to 6 in other form, and it is y is equal to negative 2x plus 3, then the slope here is negative 2. Okay, this one. Okay? Okay? For the second way of graphing linear function, That is by using x and y intercept. So how to graph linear function using x and y intercepts? Okay, so let's have this definition first of the x-intercept and the y-intercept. So for the x-intercept, the point of intersection of the line and the x-axis. If you're going to get its ordered pair of the x-intercept, then there is a value of x and the value of y is always 0. Okay, so that is the x-intercept. How about for the y-intercept? The point of intersection of the line and y-axis. So if you're going to have it in ordered pair, the value of x is always 0, then there is a value of y, and that value of y is called the y-intercept. Okay, so here, let's have example number 1. Graph the function y is equal to 2x plus 1 using intercepts. So you say intercepts, that is the x and y intercept. Okay, from the given equation, we are going to derive or solve for the x and y intercept. How? Okay, so let's solve for x-intercept and y-intercept. Let's start by solving x-intercept. Using the equation y is equal to 2x plus 1, for the x-intercept, let y is equal to 0. Okay, if you are calculating x-intercept, you let y always equal to 0. And then substitute it on the given equation. So again, the equation is this one. Y is equal to 2x plus 1. And y is 0, so substitute here 0. Copy is equal to 2x plus 1. And then solve for x here. So how to solve for x? We are going to isolate variable x here. So we are going to move plus 1 here to the left of equal sign. So this will become here. So 0, and then you are going to move there. This plus 1, that will become minus 1. So we apply here addition property of equality. Okay? Then the term remain on the right of equal sign is 2x. So we have now 0 minus 1 is equal to 2x. What is 0 minus 1? That is equal to negative 1. So negative 1 is equal to 2x. Okay, let us move it here. Since we are isolating x, we have 2 as numerical coefficient. So we are going to remove. Okay, to remove 2 there, apply multiplication property or division property. So we divide by 2, then cancel. So the value of x there is equal to negative 1 over 2. So the x-intercept is negative 1 half. Okay, so that is the x-intercept. How about for the y-intercept? Again, for the y-intercept, let x is equal to 0. Okay? And that value of x equal to 0, substitute it on the original or given function. Y is equal to 2x plus 1. So x is here, so substitute. So this become y is equal to 2 times x is 0, so 2 times 1 plus 1. And then multiply, 2 times 0 is 0, and then plus 1, that is equal to 1. So here, y is equal to 1, or the y-intercept is equal to 1. So we have now the x-intercept and the y-intercept ready to graph it on the Cartesian plane. Okay, so let's graph the x-intercept and the y-intercept on the Cartesian plane. Okay, so let's start graphing the x-intercept, negative 1 over 2. So here, the x-intercept is a fraction, not whole number. Therefore, not exact on the graph. Okay, so negative 1 half in the x-axis is found here. So from 0 going to the left is negative, and 1 half is here. Okay, so this is negative 1 half. How about y is equal to 1, or the y-intercept is 1. In the y-axis, 1 is here, exact value. Okay? So here, for the ordered pair of the x-intercept, the y is always 0 and negative 1 half is the x. And for the y-intercept, x is 0 and the value of y is 1. Okay, connect the 2 points to form a straight line. And that straight line is the graph of the function 2x plus 1. So here from the given graph or the given linear function, we are going to determine the domain, range, and slope. Okay, and x and y intercept are already here. Okay, for the domain and range, since the equation or the function has no restriction, then for domain is the set of all real numbers, and for y, or range is a set of all numbers or real numbers. And the slope is equal to 2. So from the given equation, the numerical coefficient of x here is 2, so the slope is 2. Okay? Or from the given graph, here, you use rise over run. So for rise, 1. For run, 1 half. So what is 1 divided by 1 half? That is equal to 2. So the slope is equal to 2. How about this example number 2? Graph the function 3x plus 2y is equal to 6 using intercepts. Again, intercepts is that the x and y intercept. So the given equation is not written in slope-intercept form. Okay, how are we going to calculate the x and y intercept for that given function? So let's start calculating x-intercept. Let y is equal to 0, again, if you are calculating x-intercept. So y is equal to 0, substitute it on the given function. 3x plus 2y is equal to 6. So the value of y is 0, substitute here. So this become copy 3x, then plus 2, and the value of y is 0, so 2 times 0, then copy equals to 6. So simplify this one, 2 times 0 is 0, then add 3x plus 0 is 3x, then equal to 6. Since we are calculating for the value of x, we have 3 as numerical coefficient. Remove that by dividing 3 to both sides of the equation or using multiplication property of equality. So y divided by 3 because 3 is the numerical coefficient of x. Okay, so cancel 3. Then we have x is equal to 6 divided by 3 is 2. Now, the x-intercept here is equal to 2. How about for the y-intercept? For y-intercept, let x is equal to 0. And then substitute this x equal to 0 on the original equation. Okay, so x is 0. So 3 times x, so 3 times 0. Then copy plus 2y is equal to 6. And simplify, 3 times 0 is 0. So 0 plus 2y, that is equal to 2y. Then copy equals to 6. Again, we have 2 here as numerical coefficient of y. To remove, divide 2 to both sides of the equation, then cancel y. So we have now y is equal to 6 divided by 2 is 3. So the y-intercept is equal to 3. Again, we are going to use these x and y intercepts in graphing that function in the Cartesian plane. Okay, so let's graph the x and y intercept on the Cartesian plane. So notice here in our x and y intercepts, they are both whole number. So it's very easy to plot this number. Okay, for x-intercept, positive 2 here. Okay, so that is 2, 0 in ordered pair. Okay, and for y-intercept, positive 3. So positive 3 is here. Okay, that point is y-intercept is 3, or in ordered pair, that is 0, 3. Now, connect the 2 points and then form a straight line. And that straight line is the graph of the linear function 3x plus 2y is equal to 6. Okay, so we're going to determine the domain, range, and slope. Again, from the given function, there is no restriction, meaning for the domain, set of all real numbers, and for the range is also set of all real numbers. How about the slope? Okay, the slope here is negative 3 over 2. So how we get negative 3 over 2? So here in our graph, we just apply again the rise over run. Rise is upward, 1, 2, 3. So 3, and then run, 1, 2. So 3 over 2. This one, 3 over 2 is the slope. Okay? But why negative? Because the run is going to the left. If run is going to the left, again, the slope is negative. Okay? Okay, how about for the third way of graphing linear function using slope and y-intercepts? So recall the slope-intercept form of the equation of linear function. Okay, y is equal to mx plus b, where m is the slope again and b here is the y-intercept. So using this form, we can directly get the slope m and the y-intercept b. Okay, so let's have this example number 1. Graph the function y is equal to 2x plus 1 using slope and y-intercept. Okay, so here, the given function is already in slope-intercept form, just like this one. So y is equal to 2x plus 1. So here, what is m or slope? M is equal to 2. So the slope is 2. How about b? B is the y-intercept. So 1 is the y-intercept. Okay? So using slope 2 and y-intercept 1, we can use this to graph this function in Cartesian plane. Okay, so let's try how to graph slope and y-intercept. So first, we are going to plot the y-intercept 1. In ordered pair, that is 0, 1. So where is y-intercept again here? This is positive 1. Okay, so that is the y-intercept 1. Or in ordered pair, that is 0, 1. Now, from this y-intercept 1, we are going to plot 2. Again, remember the slope, rise over run. And we are going to make that in fraction. What is the denominator of 2? If there is no written denominator of 2, then always its denominator is 1. So this becomes 2 over 1. Okay? So the rise is 2 and the run is 1. From this point, the rise is 2, count 2 units upward. 1, 2. And the run is 1 since positive going to the right. So here. Okay? So this become, the second point is this one. Again, 2 over 1 for slope 2. Rise is 2, run is 1. So rise 2, 1, 2, run is 1, 1. Okay, that is the point. Again, run is going to the right because the slope is positive. If the slope is negative, then going to the left. Okay? So here is the second point, and that point is 0.13. Now, connect the 2 points to form a straight line. And that straight line is the graph of the function y is equal to 2x plus 1. Okay. Now, determine the domain, range, slope, x-intercept. Okay, here in our given function, the given has no restriction. Now, for the domain and range is the set of all real numbers. And how about the slope? Since given here, slope is 2 here, given already. How about for the x-intercept? The x-intercept is that the intersection of the x-axis and then the graph. So this is the x-axis and this is the graph, and this is the intersection. So this point is negative 1/2. Okay, this one. So the x-intercept is negative 1/2. Okay, how about this example number 2? Graph the function 8x plus 4y is equal to negative 1/2 using slope and y-intercept. Okay, so here, the given equation is not written in slope-intercept form. Now, we are going to write this equation in this form. Okay, so here in the form, y is only the variable at the left of equal sign. So we're going to move 8x to the right side. So this will become 4y, this one, is equal to, if you move 8x here, by addition property of equality, this will become negative 8x. And then, you're going to add this one, minus 2, or minus 12 rather. Okay, so here we have 4 here. So remove 4 by dividing 4 to all the terms in the equation. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 terms. So divide 4 to the 3 terms in the equation. Okay, and then cancel 4. So this will become y is equal to negative 8 divided by 4 is negative 2, and then x minus 12 divided by 4 is 3. So we have now the equation y is equal to negative 2x minus 3 in the form slope-intercept form. Okay, now from this equation, we can determine the slope. So the slope is negative 2, okay, m, this one, and the y-intercept b is this one. Since minus 3, then the y-intercept is negative 3. Okay? So here, in point of negative 3, that is 0, negative 3. And also for the slope, negative 2. Since there is no denominator, so we use negative 2 over 1, okay, in graphing this slope and y-intercept. Okay, so let's try to plot it on the Cartesian plane. So first again, we plot the y-intercept -3. So -3 is below the origin. Okay, this one, -3. Okay, have a mark on that, -3. And the ordered pair is 0, -3. How about the slope, -2 over 1? So the rise is 2 and the run is 1. The run should be going to the left because the slope is negative. Okay, so let's try. So here, run is 2, so count 1, 2. And then, rise is 2 rather, rise is 2. So 1, 2, and then run is 1, 1 here. Okay, so let's become, that's the point. Okay, again, rise is 2, run is 1. So 1, 2, and then 1. Why going to the left? Again, because the slope is negative. So this point now is our second point. That point is -1, -1 in ordered pair. And connect the 2 points to form a straight line. And that is the graph of the equation 8x plus 4y is equal to -12. How about graphing linear function using slope and a point or 1 point? Let's have this number 1 example. Graph the function y is equal to 5x minus 2 using slope and a point. So using this function or linear function, we are going to determine the slope. So from this function, the slope is equal to 5 or m is equal to 5. Okay, this one. M is equal to 5. Okay? And then a point. We are going to derive a point or get 1 point from the given equation. So what is that 1 point? Again, to derive 1 point from the given function, we let the value of x. So I want that the value of x is equal to 0. Okay? So this is the ordered pair. So the value of x is 0, for example. And then solve for the value of y by substituting the value of x in the given equation. Okay, so this is the equation. Substitute the value of x is 0. So this will become y is equal to 5x. So 5 times 0, x is 0, minus copy 2. Okay, so simplify. 5 times 0 is 0. And 0 minus 2 is -2. So here, y is equal to -2 if x is equal to 0. So we are going to plot that point. Okay, this one and the slope on the Cartesian plane. So how to graph? Using 1 point and the slope. Plot first the point, 0, -2. Where is 0, -2? So this is y-intercept. So we found -2 on the y-axis down here. Okay, that is -2. Okay, so that is y-intercept, -2, or in ordered pair, 0, -2. Now we are going to plot the slope. Okay, the slope is 5. What is the denominator of 5? 1. So that will become 5 over 1. So here, the run is 5 and the rise is 5 and the run is 1. And this is positive, so the run is going to the right. Okay, 5, 1. So let's try here. From the point 0, -2 here. Okay, rise is 5. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1 is the run. So here. 1. Okay, so we're going to mark it. So again, 5 over 1. So 5 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 to the right. This one. Why to the right? Again, the slope is positive. Okay, so that point is 0.13 and then connect the 2 points to form a straight line. And that straight line is the graph of y is equal to 5x minus 2. Okay? To end up the discussion, let's try this activity, true or false. Okay, number 1, 1 point is enough to graph a linear function. True or false? That is false. So you need 2 points to graph linear function. Number 2, the x-intercept x of the line has the coordinate x0. True or false? That is true. How about number 3? The y-intercept y of the line has the coordinate y0. True or false? The answer is false. Why false? So for the y-intercept should be 0, y, not y0. Okay, how about number 4? The slope m of the function f of x is equal to 2x plus 3 is 2. True or false? That is true. Okay, the slope of this function is 2. Okay? Number 5, a line's slope is the horizontal chain's run over the vertical chain's rise. True or false? The correct answer is false. Should be rise over run, not run over rise. Okay? How about number 6? The y-intercept is described as the intersection point of the line and the y-axis. True or false? That is true. For number 7, the function f of x is equal to negative 7 plus 3x squared is a linear function. True or false? That is false. Okay, false because this is not linear. This is quadratic. Okay? Number 8, the graph of linear function is a straight line. True or false? Of course, that is true. Okay? The graph of linear function is a straight line. So if you got all the correct answer, well, very good. If not, then try to study again our discussion. For activity number 2, multiple choice. Let's try this one. Number 1. Which of the following is the y-intercept b of the linear function f of x is equal to negative 6x minus 5? A, 0, B, negative 1, C, negative 6, and D, negative 5. So the question asks for the y-intercept for this linear function. I will give you 3 seconds to answer. Okay, the correct answer for number 1 is letter D, negative 5. So negative 5 is the y-intercept of this linear function. How about number 2 question? What is the slant of the graph of linear function f of x is equal to negative 6x minus 5? A, left to right, B, right to left, C, horizontal, and D, vertical. Okay, again, question number 2, as for the slant of the graph of this linear function. I will give you 5 seconds to answer. Okay, for number 2, the correct answer is letter B, right to left. Okay, so the slope of this linear function is negative. So if the slope is negative, then the slant of the graph is from right to left. Okay, how about number 3? Which of the following linear functions has x-intercept of 5? A, f of x is equal to x minus 5. B, f of x is equal to 2x minus 5. C, f of x is equal to x plus 5. And D, f of x is equal to 2x plus 5. I will give you 5 to 10 seconds to answer. Okay, the correct answer is letter A. F of x is equal to x minus 5. So the x-intercept of this linear function is 5. Okay? Number 4 question. Which of the following linear functions has a graph of horizontal line? A, f of x is equal to x plus 1. B, f of x is equal to x minus 1. C, f of x is equal to x. And D, f of x is equal to negative 7. Okay? I will give you 5 seconds to think of the correct answer. Okay, for number 4, the correct answer is letter D. So f of x is equal to negative 7. The graph of this linear function is a horizontal line. Okay, number 5. Which of the following values can be used to graph linear function? A, slope is equal to 3 and point of origin. B, x and y intercepts. C, slope is equal to negative 2 and b is equal to 7. And D, all the choices. I will give you 3 seconds to think of the correct answer. Okay, the correct answer there is letter D. Okay, for the last activity, activity number 3. Draw the graph of linear function y is equal to negative 4x plus 5 using any method. So you're going to graph on the Cartesian plane this linear function using any method. Okay? If you done answering or doing this activity number 3, then you can send it to me. Okay? On my FB page, try to pick or have a picture of this activity, then send it to me. If you got the correct answer, I will give you some reward. Okay? Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe if you are not yet subscribed to this channel.